Hey guys, Hasselman back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and welcome to episode 33, I think it is, of our Grid Let's Play. Sorry for the delay on the new episodes, it's just, I have so many ideas bouncing around my head, lately when it came to this, when it came to other videos I wanted to make that I never really got around, I never got around to making another Grid episode after the 1 hour special, and that was like Christmas Eve. It's now friggin' January 20th. So it goes shit, it's been nearly a month since I last played this game. That's awful of me, so I apologise. Right. Let's go to Japan, shall we? We're going to do the GT1 Volk GT series. It's a 4-race championship. It's the easier of the two crazy Japanese series there. So, you can see, let's show you the lineup. It's Shibuya Street, then Okutama Sprint Circuit. It's actually called Okutama, isn't it? My bad. Then Shibuya Street Circuit in reverse, and then the short street circuit afterwards. So we can either choose the Koenigsegg CCGT, or the Aston Martin DBR9, or the Lamborghini Murcielago RGT, the Celine, or the Celine S7R. I'm gonna go with who's got the most grip. Celine. Let's go Koenigsegg, shall we? I'm also thinking about winding the difficulty down to serious for a couple of these because Japan's events are torture. Okutama's Grand Circuit is the nastiest course in this game. It's brutal. I'm pretty sure there's actually an achievement in the game for doing a time trial around it in a very fast. I think it's something like 1 minute 26 or less. And you can only do it in the Audi R10. It's ridiculous. Right, a lot of smoke. Let's see. Oh, God. That's got to be a record for the fastest retirement ever. I got nudged off the start line and I was done. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that again in full from the start. Here we go. I drive. I get nudged. I hit that wall. And I'm done. I got that at about, what, 6 seconds? There we go, right. Pretty much as soon as we got off from the line. Okay. Lovely. I must admit, Street Circuits is probably the only place I'm consistently really good at. I don't like GT1 cars in this game, I really don't. They're a little bit too floppy for my liking. And on tracks like this, it doesn't help, but street circuits, I'm just really good at in this game, so, you know. Somehow I'm just able to make it work. 2 Aston Martins in the way here. And I get them both. That is some cornering right there. Right, 4 laps left. Again, I'm pretty darn sure that this was also a track they brought over for Dirt 2 and they were really lazy and just changed over the textures. I'm sure of it. Anywho, I want to talk a lot about what happened last night. Now, a lot of things happened last night, sporting-wise and video-wise with me. Yesterday, I guess you didn't see it, I loaded a video called The Hamilton Conundrum. Like, basically pondering why Hamilton hasn't been as big a success as people like to think he is, or people, you know, are hoping that he was going to be when he came in. Like, in 2007, he was touted as, like, the next big thing as a British driver. And, you know what, for the most part, it hasn't really worked out for him. You know, yeah, he's got his World Championship, which is nice and all, but that was, like, friggin' 6 years ago now. It's crazy how these things turn out. Since then, Jenson Button's come along. You know, he's won a world title since then. And yes, his Brawn GP was ridiculous when he won it. But still, as a world championship, I'll say this. People want to give Vettel a hard time over his car, but they don't want to give Jenson Button a hard time over when he won the title in a Brawn GP. There's a thought for you. But the thing is, it drew a lot of controversy, as it does. Because, you know, there are a lot of Hamilton fans out there. And I already kind of knew that. What I'm going to say about the situation is this. It disappoints me that people have to make it a personal thing with me, or you know, to talk about me the person rather than the video itself and the points I made. Like, kind of like a distraction, like a scapegoat. Oh, but Dre, you're biased towards Vettel, so you're just hating on Hamilton. Piss off, okay? My supposed bias, because people still like to think that I'm biased towards Vettel when it comes to these online race videos, which I'm not, by the way, but, you know, if you guys want to believe that, then that's fine. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. I'm just giving you the truth. The only person that has that truth is me. But what I'm saying is, even if I was biased towards Vettel in these arguments, you know what? I don't think I am, but people think that, then that's fine. Even if I was being biased, it had nothing to do with the video. Seriously. God, the windscreen. That's annoying. But what I was saying is that it had nothing to do with the context of the video. It had nothing. I could be an Alonso fan saying these things. You know, I could be a Hulkenberg fan saying these things. It would not have changed anything I would have said in the video. At all. That is a promise. Oh God. Messed up a little bit there. But, you know what? I had people just telling me legitimately to F off when I said in the video that Vettel deserves to be in the same conversation as Ayrton Senna. But you know what? People told me to F off. People said, oh, that was a big no-no. And I'm like, what, for having an opinion? Look. I said in the video, and I'll say it again here, I believe Senna deserves to be in the same conversation. I never said he was better, but the only thing it did, it kind of proved my point, saying that Senna's got this cult of personality where you can't criticize him. It's like he's the holy grail of Formula 1 and you can't say anything against him. And you know what? That's fine. If people want to put the smoke and mirrors up regarding Ayrton Senna and his legacy, that's awesome. You know, if that was what works for you, then that's fine. Don't take it out on me because I disagree. It's okay to disagree on the internet, people. It really is. If people want to disagree with me, then that's absolutely fine. I have no problem with that. My ego isn't to the point where I feel like I have to justify myself to people and my opinions. If you disagree, that's absolutely fine. I completely understand and I totally respect your opinion. That's what it was all about, respect. And I think a minority of viewers that watched were very disrespectful. Like, that video got 7 dislikes, and I don't know why. I thought the video was good. I don't see any. Like, what if you? So let me get straight. You disagree with my opinion, so that therefore my video deserves a dislike. That doesn't make any sense. What was wrong with the video then? What? Because you didn't agree with what I had to say? God. Hang on. Let's try this again, shall we? What I'm saying is, like, you know, it's one of those things where YouTube is not fair, and you know what? I stupid people like, you know, Super Elite Gamer, like, I know him as well, because he's the guy that keeps trolling me, saying, oh, you know, you could have so many more subs, but you put people off. Why do I put people off? Well, because I'm more opinionated than most directors are? People need to realise that most directors they watch when it comes to Formula 1 are biased as well. Everybody is. You know, everybody's got their guy. And I said it on Facebook this morning as well. 95% of Formula 1 drivers support at least one of the Elite 5. I like to call it the Elite 4 because of the Pokemon reference, but Jenson Button kind of deserves his own little thing as well, because he's a world champion too. So, I'd say 95% of Formula 1 fans support either Hamilton, Alonso, Vettel, Raikkonen, or Button. Fact. I'm adamant of this. And you know what? Formula 1 is kind of a cycle where, you know, it's actually more fluid than most sports. So it's one of the few places where it's actually kind of okay to support more than one driver. And that's fine. I've got a problem with that either. People can support whoever they like at the end of the day, and that's totally fine. Whoa, guys, wrecking themselves! Ow. Okay. That didn't go well. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't like Okutama. Oh god. Can you tell I don't like this track? I really don't. Like, if you put a wheel on the gravel at Okutama, you're toast. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say on the Hamilton video. You know, it disappointed me that certain people were rude and, you know, were insulting despite me just sharing an opinion. Yeah, and I'll say this, it comes with the territory of being an opinionated YouTuber. That's my game. That's what I've always done. Some of my best work has come as a result of, you know, talking about Formula 1. God damn it! Can't put a wheel on the curb anymore. Jesus. What I'm saying is, like, that's okay. I understand that, you know. It's one of those things where people can disagree. That's fine. Don't make it personal, okay? There's nothing wrong with me, the person, just because I don't agree with your point of view when it comes to Formula 1, okay? That's fine. I understand that. Jesus! I hate GT1. I hate this track. This is not going to go well. It's like, if you put a wheel on the grass here, you're a dead man. Got to be so careful, and it's 6 laps of this as well. And because the track is so short... Dude, I'm in like second. Because the track is so short as well, you've not got a lot of time to make your way through the field, because they started me in 12th. I took that corner well. Got tagged again. Oh my god. Like, if you put a wheel on the grass, you're spinning. I got no flashbacks left either. Oh, I got to start again. This is not a good look. And you know what? If I keep failing this, I'm just gonna put a creative jump cut in here to actually have a decent attempt at this. We could be here for a while. I'm just saying. But yeah. Hopefully we can work something out here. Again, the fact I'm starting from the back makes this even harder. Grid chooses their grid slots at random. Unfortunately. Oh god! The driver just spun out. I got lucky on that one. Dude just span out right in front of me and I kind of got away with it. Oh god! There you go, wheeling the gravel in the last corner. Oh my god. I know people are gonna hate me for using flashbacks, but I ain't got a choice here, man. It's awful. Okay, I'm like third. And my teammate Christopher's up there in third place at the moment. Gotta get up there, man. And my windscreen's now cracked. Hang on, sorry, I'm not using flashback. That was an accident. It's like become my instinctive reaction to use a flashback whenever something fucks up. There we go. That might actually help me in the long run here. I actually like this view better, actually. All right, you're in 7th. Big spinner there. Oh. Up into 6th. Up into 4th now. Okay, this is actually a much better view for me in this when it comes to this track. I don't quite know why. Oh, got away with that one. Didn't get away with that one. Ah. This place has no mercy when it comes to grass. Yeesh. Watch out, that's your teammate ahead. Almost spun it there as well. A benefit for this is that I know I can take the last corner faster than anyone else. Inside of my teammate, Christopher. Right behind you, bro. Awesome. Right, 3 laps to go. I'm purposely taking this bit easy. Because now I can push hard in the first half of the lap. Like this part of the track, I know I can push hard in. Whoa, a bit wide there, but we're okay. Got to get a nice draft on Hilton up the hill here. Down the inside, and we got him. Like, for some reason, on the reverse version of this track, that corner is a nightmare. You may have seen it earlier in the series, as a matter of fact, where like cars were coming in that corner at ridiculous speed because the apex opens out quite quickly when you go around it the other way. Anyway, final lap. Let's not bottle this now. But yeah, this view actually works better for me on this track. I'm quite happy with this now. Yay for actual decent driving for a change. Well done, Drave. You've shown some real progress. So what happened in the NFL last night? Let's talk about that actually while I'm here. Being the New England Patriots fan, it was nice to actually even make the AFC Championship game, but Denver is just too good. Denver is ridiculous. They've put together the best offense in NFL history, and Peyton Manning was playing like a monster, like a legitimate, big, scary monster. And you know, what can I say? He's a genius, and yeah, it was a damn shame that obviously after, we were only like 2 scores behind in the end. We gave Denver a half decent fight, but I think they were in complete control the whole game. It's kind of a shame how it ended up like that in the end, and I wish we could have got the W, but you know, it's a shame. Brady, I think, has been phenomenal this season, given the lack of weapons and pretty much all of the crazy shit that's happened to New England this year as a franchise. I mean, work it out. We've had Aaron Hernandez, who turns out probably has murdered someone. And he was a fantastic tight end as well. He was a great tight end, star of the future. A big, athletic tight end. Played like a receiver. Could take some carries as a running back if he wanted to. So it's one of those things that it was a big blow not having him at all. And then Gronkowski took like 6 weeks to come back from injury. And then when he did play, he tore his ACL out against the Browns, which wasn't ideal either. I think it was TJ Lang who of the Browns who went low, and you know what? I can understand why he went low for a tackle. I mean, this is the NFL now, where they are now so strict against. Whoa, be careful! They're so strict against concussions now that. They're so strict against concussions now, but you can't hit a guy in the head. If you go high on a tackle, you're probably going to go helmet to helmet, and if you do, it's a 15-yard penalty. And so, they're telling quarterbacks to effectively, okay, you've got to go low. Because going low is okay, and that's why there's been a violent increase in ACL tears. Tearing the collateral ligament, the anterior cruciate ligament of your knee, and Navarro Bowman on the NFC Championship had an awful one. He made the play of his life. He made an interception and then he broke his leg in the process. Just awful. The Seattle Seahawks are an amazing team. They really are. They have the proper Legion of Boom there, and Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Brandon Browner when he's not on the juice, and Richard Sherman when he's not on the juice. Because let's be real here, Sherman's on drugs. Like, Sherman got away with it, but I really believe he's on PEDs. Not because he's played real, but he got away with it, and I don't know how. I really don't. But the Seahawks are an amazing team, and the Super Bowl is going to be great in 2 weeks' time. I'm looking forward to that. It's the 2 best teams in the league, and it's the Super Bowl that everybody pretty much predicted at the start. Most people said it was going to be Seattle-Denver, and it is going to be Seattle-Denver, so we just got to ride it out and hope for the best. And you know what? For New England, I really hope we get some weapons next year in the off-season. We need receivers, because what we've got right now isn't good enough. We need a guy that can make a play, especially deep. The problem is that Brady isn't the best deep ball thrower. He never has been. People saying, oh, you know, we should have got Mike Wallace last season. And I'm like, no, we shouldn't. The problem we have is that we're a team that makes a lot of its yards after the catch. Brady is not the best deep thrower. He never has been, really. You know, he got away with it because he had Randy Moss a few years ago who can make plays himself. But, you know, it's a shame. Also, Masters Snooker as well was last night. And, you know, Ronnie O'Sullivan versus Mark Selby. And, my God, did O'Sullivan tear Selby a new asshole. You know what? I don't like Mark Selby. I want to like him. It's kind of like bipolar to me because I like Mark Selby's sense of humour, but I don't like how smug he is about his situation. It's like he knows he's a troll, so I'm just gonna focus my game around that. And you know, Selby seems his excuse seemed to be that, oh, I'm not as naturally talented as Ronnie. Well, tough luck. You know, it's one of those things where I want to like Selby, I really do, but then he comes across like a moany tit sometimes, and it's like, why was I not as gifted as Ronnie? You know, and it's one of those really whiny, petulant brat kind of things. But he is a really funny guy, so it kind of balances out, I suppose. But in the game, like, Selby couldn't long pot for crap, and you know, he kept giving Ronnie chance after chance after chance, and you know, Selby got steamrolled, which for a guy who's the world #2 and is the most consistent player in the world, to get beaten 10-4 by Ronnie O'Sullivan, who's pretty much playing the game part-time, is shocking. I mean, I really hope we get a O'Sullivan-Neil Robertson final in the Worlds in May. That would be fantastic. I'd really look forward to that. Because, you know, when Ronnie's at his best, which he nearly was during that Masters tournament, you know, he is something special, and he makes snooker so much more fun, for sure. So, you know, I hope it means more consistency from him. Anywho, that's about it from yesterday, really, because this still was, oh yeah, Man United Chelsea as well. I know people are going to remind me about that too, because, you know, people know I'm a United fan, so obviously it gives them the right to give me shit about it, and pretty much validates that. We got steamrolled by Chelsea. Well, okay, to be fair, we weren't steamrolled. We were a bit unlucky early on. We played really good football the first half, but then we got sucker punched by 2 Samuel Eto'o goals. The first Eto'o goal was pretty much a microcosm of our season, really. You know, bad play from midfield from Phil Jones, and it led to a deflected goal from Samuel Eto'o. And, you know, it's like, what can you do, really? It's starting to sink in that even Champions League might be a stretch for United this year. Because if we can't beat the other teams in the top 8, we don't deserve it. I saw the stat that kept coming up about, you know, the top 8 and how they're facing each other this season. And it said, and I'm pretty sure it said, and I quote, that Manchester United are the bottom of the top 8 when it comes to matches against other top 8 teams. Man City are top. I think Man City are 7-0-1 against the top 8. So they have 21 points out of a possible 24 against teams in the top 8. Basically, Man City are doing to the rest of the league what we did last season at Manchester United, and that was win the key matchups. We were shaky at times. We had to pull ourselves out of the fire a lot when it came to a lot of late comebacks and, you know, miracle goals like the Aston Villa game and the Southampton game, that we were both for 3-2s, the 4-3 against Newcastle, you know, games like that. But the key matchups against pretty much everybody except Tottenham, we came out the better end of it. You know, Man City was a tie. We both beat each other at our own respective grounds, funnily enough. Tottenham, we only got 1 point out of 6. But then everybody else we beat over the course of the season. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. We did the double on Liverpool. That was nice. It's also funny. What's also funny about how close this league is right now? The media. You know what's funny? Tottenham are being hailed like this colossal flop. You know, because you know, the sacking of AVB and the mess his squad is in at the moment and things like that. When they've also got to realise, on top of that, that Liverpool have the exact same number of points, and Liverpool apparently, according to the media, are making this heroic title charge comeback under Brendan Rodgers. They have the exact same number of points. The only thing that separates Tottenham's colossal flop of a year from Liverpool's heroic title bid is goal difference. Funny how these things turn out. Football is a funny old sport, it really is. But maybe I should talk about random things more often because I'm actually driving really well now. I'm actually not thinking about it, and this view's actually much better for me than the cockpit cam, which is annoying because I know some of the purists out there want the cockpit cam, and that's all well and good. But I also have to say, I can see why Grid 2 didn't bother putting it in. Apparently, only 5% of people were actually using the cockpit cam. And it makes sense because the cockpit cam isn't that great in this game. So why would anybody use it? I'm going to stick with this for a little while and see if it works out better for me, because I made a lot of mistakes in recent series and I'm not happy about that. So let's see if this works out any better for us. But there we go. Win and the championship. And this video is already 26 minutes long. I didn't kind of anticipate that. Whoops. Okay, let's keep going. I think we've got time for one more, don't you think? Hopefully, if my plan comes to pass here, and we're able to do this, and then do the prototype championship as well for Japan, we could work this out where we could do the GT1 and then both head-to-heads in the next episode, and that would completely clear the second to highest tier. That would be quite nice, actually. So it's onto some Snap-on, Moog, and Viper racing wheels. I could do with a racing wheel. Just saying. Sponsors, Alex Zaffro, if you're listening, hook me up, man. I know you're sponsored by GT Omega. Hook a brother up. Right, let's do the prototype. The Vertex Prototype Championship. And yeah, it's an Okutama special, everybody. This should be fun. So we can either use the Mazda 787, the Nissan R39, or the Nissan R390. Because I like mixing things up in this series, I would pick the R390, but the grip on it is horrible. But it is faster in a straight line. Let's use the 787. It's a darn shame we haven't got the 787 in the orange and in that legendary orange and green paint job, but it'll do. Now, you may remember earlier in the series, I think I've done this before, but Okutama's Grand Circuit is hell. It is hell. You'll see why when we start, but I think we're actually starting from pole here, actually. No, we're not. That's my teammate, so I'm starting from 8th. I was like, no way. So 2 laps of Okutama's Grand Circuit. God, these things are fast. I keep forgetting that. These things are really fast. They're almost at R10 speed. Look at Jamie Christopher getting away. My God. And then the inside it. Oh, little nudge. Damaged the car a little bit, but I think we're going to keep going. Oh, my engine's now damaged as well. Yeah, I think also got to realize as well, these prototypes are made of glass. See what I mean? Yeah, I think my 787 just kind of proved its point there a little bit. Okay, it's only 2 laps because it's a really long track, so. Well, it's not that long, actually. It's just long. Okay, that didn't make any sense. Ah! Out of the way! For God's sake. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Because we're up to 7th now. We kind of got a clear track, which is also kind of handy. So we'll let the other guys up front make their own mistakes. The problem is I'm actually blatantly faster than these dudes, and now I've got to try and find a way around them while trying to keep it clean, which is going to be difficult given how Okutama, its Grand Circuit is just, ugh, it's horrible. undulations, uphill, downhill, blind corners. It's got everything to make you want to be puke. Oh god. That was awful. I got away with that one as well, damage-wise. Coming down the hill now. Whoa! Oh my god. Wow. That didn't go well. I've got like one eye on my mini-map the entire time because I haven't done this track in ages.
Whoa, I got the lead.
Yes, Christopher, we know you've got the lead. I can see that. Okay, my plan is to come in second. I don't think I'm winning this. The plan is that I hope these other guys up front in this big cluster make mistakes and I can pick them off one by one. Or they're so slow I can pick them off anyway. As you can see, it's not that long track. We're already back around where we started again now. And last corner, whoa! I took that one really badly actually. There we go, we're up into third place now. So now, back across the bridge and up the hill again. Tyre on the track for no particular reason. Just because. I'm not pushing as much as I would like to be honest. And that's just because I just want to get the car home now. Third place I will gladly take in. Ow. Oh. Got a couple of nudges there for good measure, but we're still in third.
Just 2 seconds between you and second place.
Oh, engine damage. See that? Just that tiny scrape caused my engine to turn yellow. These cars are sensitive. Like they are made of like cotton. They're made of like bubble wrap and baby skin. It's just soft, very, very soft. Okay, it looks like it's going to be third place here, and I'll gladly take that.
Looks like I'm the winner, boss.
Christopher takes the win.
You're on the podium. Well done.
That'll do. That'll do. That was about as good as I was going to hope to get there, really. I think, in my humble opinion. I will gladly take a third in this instance. Right. Yeah, I know I failed shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Sponsors, man. If you try driving Okutama, and I've got to do the reverse version. The reverse one, I think, is even harder. Like, this is gonna be awful. I can tell already. Remember the last time I did this track? I did Okutama in reverse in anything. How many flashbacks and restarts did I have to use? Think about it now. The answer to that question is a lot. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this can be somewhat clean. Whoops. I think I may have taken somebody out. Whoops. Christopher once again is leading.
Nice driving. Now you're in fourth.
So I'm up into fourth now after somebody else made another big mistake up there. So now, can I chase down the lead in three? They've broken out quite quickly. That's very unlike Grid, where where like three guys have just broken off such a massive lead right from the start. I'm like freaking 3.3 seconds off this lot now. So do I be conservative and take fourth, or do I push hard and go for a podium spot? I don't know. Let's just drive and see what happens. This bit's flat out.
Your car got a little banged up, but it's nothing serious.
Well, I see second and third dicey going into that first corner. That could be messy. Oh, so they had some contact there as well, Matsuko. Those two are getting dicey. If they keep tangling like this, I've got a chance here. Over the bridge. And hard right. I'm definitely close to the front too. Christopher is gone. He's driving at a ridiculous speed right now. He really loves this track. Ow.
Just a little knock, your car's fine.
Just some minor damage, luckily. This car's still pretty drivable. I did this pretty darn clean, to be honest, which surprises me. All this hype about Okutama and end up taming it in one go. How disappointing for you viewers out there. Hang on, let me just make sure I get it home. I put a wheel on the dirt there. Like second and third are going to dice over the line, then I'm going to come over the line in fourth.
Good work, but you missed a podium finish.
Just short of the podium, but again, third and fourth on the hardest tracks in the game is not bad. Now I've got to win the next two. I've got to win the final two around the sprint circuit and sprint circuit reverse, and then just hope either Christopher bottles it. Because remember, I don't get the gold trophy for this if my teammate wins. So I've got to win this off my own back. And where's Christopher starting? I'm starting 6th, he's starting 5th, which is actually good. So it's 7 laps around here. Luckily the sprint circuit is much easier, and I think I've got the hang of it now. That frigga just nudged me off the track.
That smash dinged you up a bit, but nothing serious.
Oh my god. Okay, let's try again. I know people seem to ask me, like, people tell me, like, oh, Dre, like, why do you so many flashbacks? And my response to that is, have you seen Forza 5's Let's Plays recently? those dudes who do those Let's Plays rewind, like, for everything. Right, we're in second. Got a good run on Kurosawa here.
Right behind you, bro.
Christopher is 4th at the moment. That's good news, kind of.
Nice, dude. I'm in 3rd. I like what I'm seeing. You're in 1st place.
This isn't good for the team. I don't want to get beaten by my own teammate here. Can somebody take Christopher out, please? Like, slowly. Just a little nudge. Just a little smooch. Like, just to take him out, you know. Just so I can win. That would be lovely. Christopher's getting close to 2nd now. I think he specializes in prototypes. That could be a problem. Don't worry, just obviously he's 2nd now. Ah, shit.
Now I got 2nd.
Okay, I'll say this. If I don't pass this here, I'll do it off camera. Because This shit is annoying. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the last race, but Christopher is really good at prototypes, so it doesn't surprise me that he's constantly this high up the field. But at least I'm actually nailing it around here now.
You now have 3 laps to go.
It's a bit better than my old days. Yeah, Christopher's clearly got second place locked down. And getting more confidence in this car, which is also a good thing. The reverse version of this track is definitely harder, for sure. A lot more blind corners. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully Chris has to do some work from further back. But he's smoking the rest of the AI right now. It's ridiculous. Roll over, Christopher, goddammit! This is like the racing version of being hungover. And there we go, you get the win. That's sweet.
Great driving. First place.
That was great. Christopher came in second. He was 8 seconds ahead of the rest of the AI. That's not a good sign. And there was Aki Norasaki in there who looks like he had the Polish flag. That's a bit weird. Or is that number 6? Is that Poland or is that? I think that's actually Singapore. Not 100% sure on that. Answers on a postcard, please. Anywho. Final race. Let's see what happens. I'm starting from 7th. Christopher starts in 2nd. Of course he is. Thanks, game. Much appreciated. So Christopher immediately takes the lead into turn 1. Whoa! Oh, whoa, I missed the corner completely. That was completely on me. Wow, that was a bad one. I got my line all wrong for that. Oh, God. What the hell? Idiots. There we go. These guys seem to be slow going off that last corner, so I'm just going to pick them off right here.
Just a little knock, your car's fine. Whoa, I got the lead.
Oh, I got nudged. Oh, my God. Jesus, okay. The comeback is on, folks.
I think a driver has spun out. That's Aki.
The whole back end of his car's come off. Yeesh. Right, back up into 6th. Christopher is 6 seconds down the road as I'm gone wide again. Oh my God, wow. That's a bad one. I plowed that. Wow. That was not pretty. We're already come towards 45 minutes on this video already. Yeesh. This could end up being inadvertently being another like impromptu 1 hour special. Even though I really didn't intend for it to be. If that makes any sense. And look what happens this time. The whole AI just cleared out of the way like Moses parting the Red Sea. Right, finally time to learn how to take that last corner properly.
A personal best time for you.
Now, can I catch Christopher? And for the sake of the title, do I take him out? Jesus. That was dumb. Backweed on the grass, that's always going to be problems.
I'm leading the race.
Christopher, do you not get the idea about team orders, mate?
Careful passing, that's your teammate ahead.
Multi-12, my man. Multi-12. .1 seconds back. It's now 3.2. Christopher seems to be too quick. I can't stop him.
Well done, Harrison. That's your own personal best time on this track.
I keep setting PBs and he keeps beating me. Oh my god, this could be disastrous. That Kurosawa's past me. Oh god. Substreaming him now, see if I can get back past him again. God, he played defensive there, boy. But again, a wheel on the gravel there, kind of got away with it on that one. I'm just not as good around the reverse circuit. I'm just not as confident. If anything, Kurosawa's actually gaining on Christopher, which is good. Basically, with 2 laps to go, I need something crazy to happen. But Christopher is definitely slowing up. Oh, God, he gave me an almighty nudge there. Had to back out of that.
This is your last lap. As it stands, we're looking at a 2-1 finish.
Oh, now Matsugo's come past. He's on the grass, he spun it. Oh, he's gone into me.
I think that's Madoka Natsukeo.
Okay, we kind of got away with that one somehow.
Excellent. I just won the race, bro.
It's won the race, bro.
Third will get you a podium spot. Well done.
Well, that didn't go according to plan. Christopher is just too good with prototypes. Yikes. It was looking okay until the final lap where Kurosawa just nudged me. He gave me a hell of a swipe, and I almost completely lost it. But Christopher takes the team title, 78 points to my 66. I tried. I'll do it again off camera and just wipe the difficulty out again because I don't want to be seen doing this series twice on camera. It's a bit ridiculous. Didn't go too bad. Wait, does it actually count if Christopher wins it? It doesn't, does it? No. But, well. I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Came in third, I believe, so. It's not too bad, but we've got to stop Christopher next time. And so after that, the whole Japan tier should be done as soon as I come back in the next episode. And then I'll do the GT1 in America. And then after that, we'll do the head-to-heads and we can move on to the global tier. So we're nearly there, folks. Just be patient, okay? This also ended up being a 50-minute episode. I didn't quite have that planned, but as long as you guys enjoyed it, I don't really mind. I've been Harrison101. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Sayonara.